If you observe law court proceedings, you will notice that judges put on head dresses. You see them wearing these funny looking head dresses that often rests on their shoulder. We are going to explain, decipher, and decode the occult significance of those head dresses they wear. Where did it come from? What does it represent? As I have said here, the world is run by what? Symbolism. We have to pay attention to symbols and signs, right? If you understand signs, symbols, simulacras, you are in a better place to understand and interpret the world. Remember, things are not what you see or what you see from the face value. Most signs have deeper occult esoteric meaning, completely oblivion from the masses. And it is by intention that the cryptocratic elites hide these symbols, these signs from you, because they consider you to be untutored. They consider you to be uninitiated. They consider your world to be profane world. They consider you unworthy of info. They consider you sheep and cows, cattle and consumers, right? So all over the world, in different political / legal structures and arrangement, you see judges wear similar head dresses when they are acting, when they are performing in their official judicial capacity, when they are sitting back on their throne of judgment, when they are sitting over the deliberation to determine the fate of an accused person. You see them wearing their headdress. And I'm going to tell you that the headdress you see judges wearing came from antiquity, from the mystery occult systems of ancient world, a system that dates thousands of years and transmitted to the modern society through Neoplatonic occultism, secret societies, through Hermetic occult traditions, handed down within the cycle of the secret societies and understood only by those who are in the secret society, because they consider themselves as what Plato might call the philosopher. They consider themselves as the rulers of the world, and you, the masses, are nothing but the work. So in order not to get myself distracted, let's go straight back thousands of years in ancient Egypt to be able to explain, to be able to decipher the symbolism we see as part of the dressing, the costume that judges wear. It is, I'm going to drop the bomb, it is the symbol of the god Anubis. I'm going to say it again. The head dresses that judges wear all over the world is the symbol of the ancient Egyptian African god called Anubis or Anubis. Anubis is also called Ampu. Ampu is another name for Anubis. And who is he? Within the Egyptian society, of course, ancient Egypt, these modern people in Egypt, Arabs, they are not the ancient Egypt. So when you go back to ancient Egypt, when you observe their paintings, their carvings on the wall, hieroglyphics, you see them depicting the god Ampu or Anubis as wearing what? Headdress. This god is depicted as having a jackal head or a dog head. So he's a dog-headed god. Remember, they are doing anthropomorphism. They are representing the unseen with the seen, trying to make you understand what they are talking about. So the ancient Egyptians represent Anubis as dog-headed. So why does Anubis have dog head? Because dogs have extraordinary sense of smell and perception. Because Anubis is the god of judgment. Is the god of eternal judgment, right? Is the one who sits in judgment and awaits the arrival of the dead in the hall of judgment to be judged. The symbolism of the headdress that judges wear is a mimic of the status of Anubis as a god, as the judge of all the dead. Anubis is the judge of all the dead. In Christian theology, you call him the angel of judgment. The angel of judgment. That is who Anubis is, and the Egyptians told you that he lives in the underworld, something they call the Duat. Anubis resides in the Duat, using to waiting for the dead to arrive so that he will use the law. What is the law? The book. They open the book for you. At the time of judgment in the hall of judgment, the Lord Anubis will open is called Ma'at. He will judge every soul using Ma'at. So I'm going through all this to explain the origin of the headdress that the judges wear. Because what they are doing in the court today by a judge, a man who identifies as a judge sitting in judgment, they are replaying divine drama. They are replaying divine drama. In ancient mystery school, this kind of judgments or divine acting or divine drama was played in the temples, understood by initiates, right? It is understood by initiates. So it is the same symbol that we see playing out in the law court or in the court of law. So what they do in court is actually a mock trial of eternal judgment. And that is why when you appear in the law court, you don't talk. Somebody talks for you because you are dead. You're dead standing before the judge. So it is a symbolism. It is a cosmic symbolism playing right in your front, but you are completely oblivion of those facts. Now, Anubis, the Greek people, ancient Greek people plagiarized a lot of Egyptian mystery systems. So when the Greeks came to Africa and plagiarized this system, they called Anubis Headdress, god of the underworld. From Headdress, you get hell, or the angel of judgment. In Greek, the same Anubis was renamed Headdress. And if you see the depiction of the god Headdress in Greek, you see that he has a dog, right? The same concept, the same idea. In Egypt, Anubis was a dog-headed god or a jackal-headed god. But when the Greeks copied this mystery system, remember these systems were transported through initiation. The Greek called Anubis Headdress. And if you watch the pictures or the ancient statues of Headdress, you see that he has a dog beside him, sitting by him, three-headed god. Now, from Egypt, Anubis, to Greek, Headdress, to Rome, Romans called the same god Hermes Anubis. It's a combination of two words, Hermes and Anubis. And who is Hermes? Hermes Trismegistus, believed in all ancient mystery to be the giver of wisdom, the giver of law to man, right? That is who Hermes Trismegistus is. So the Greek, the Roman called him Hermes Anubis, the same judge of the dead. But the original concept came from ancient African Nile River civilization called Egypt. So those who in the modern society plagiarized the headdress understood or called divine drama. That is what they are playing out, and that symbolism is kind of a mock symbolism showing you. And that is why even the Swiss psychologist Carl Jung spoke extensively about the importance of symbolism, because the mind of humans are tapping into the symbols through something he called the archetype, and the collective unconscious. Some people in the New Age might call it the Akashic record, the same place where your mind downloads the symbol. Your conscious self might not be aware that when you are looking at Anubis with headdress, your conscious mind might not be aware. Your subconscious mind, your spiritual self understood what is being communicated to you. They are talking about judgment at the end of time when you appear in the hall, the hall of judgment, to face Anubis, who will weigh your heart with the feather of my heart. And if your heart weighs more than the feather of my heart, the feather is the law, the book of the law. When you go to court, the same thing you hear, the book of the law. If your heart weighs more than the feather, it means that you will be sent to hell forever to be tormented by a god called Amit, the monster-headed god. So ancient Egyptians developed this elaborate system of divine drama. They played this drama out in ancient temples. So the modern Hermetic occultists, the modern secret societies who designed modern legal system to allow the judges to wear headdress know what they are doing. They understood occultism, understood the mystery. These are the secret societies. All the signs and symbols you see all over the place are the marks of the secret society. And their symbols are all over the place. For instance, take a look at the logo of MTV2. Not MTV1, but MTV2. Is the symbol is a two-headed dog. They are talking of the god Anubis. It's called Cerberus. Watch it again. Then Google, just put on the Google MTV2. Symbol is the symbol of Headdress, or the god of judgment, or the god of hell, or the angel of judgment, or the angel of hell. He is Anubis. So when you stand before the judge and he is casting judgment, you know that it's a mock divine drama, is a mock trial depicting the end of time, standing before the great judge called Anubis, who is the god of the underworld, is where that system pleasure, no other place. So everything is symbolism and everything is occult, means hidden. You, the ignorant masses. Right? I'm going to stop here. Please do subscribe to my channel. I am the Unwisdomizer. To unwisdomize is to pour wisdom into the mind, to remove the veil, cast out the shadows, so that we can look at the world with authenticity and see what is actually going on.